Episode 6. Wow. This show was glorious. I mean, hats off to the writers because they outdid themselves on this episode because the level of stupid was just mind-boggling. It was just mind-blowing. This was also kind of like a landmark episode for me because, okay, even though I'm constantly trashing every episode and calling out all the stupid, deservedly so I might add, all the way back to episode 1, there was always a part of me, or like in the back of my head, I always kind of hoped or believed that the show would get better, okay? That the writers were going through the stumbling blocks, like it was a format they weren't used to. It was a genre they didn't know how to properly write for. It was an audience they didn't know how to properly write to, and that as the episodes went by, they get more comfortable with the show. They get a grip at the very least. In other words, as the episodes went on, the show would get better. The amount of stupid would get less, right? Episode 6, this episode pretty much established that was a delusion, okay? It's not going to get any better. This is the format, okay? That, like hoping this show gets better would be like hoping the Doctor Who show would get better, okay? They're both lost causes. They're both gone. They're both going to be absolutely stupid-filled episodes, okay? To get to the episode, okay, before we get to the episode proper, there's this overall, one of the things, okay, while I'm watching this episode, I couldn't wait to make a video about it because there's this overarching or overall stupid so that encompasses this entire episode, and I couldn't wait to talk about it, okay? And I can explain the stupid in like 3 words, okay? You ready? Yennefer can portal, okay? Let that sink in, okay? Now, in case you don't understand what the significance of that, don't worry, I'm here to explain it for you. Because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm here for you. In case you need a refresher, this is the episode where they have to go to the dragon's cave to kill the dragon. And I'm watching the show, and I see Yennefer walking with the group. I'll get to the groups when I talk about the show, but I want to deal with this first. So I see Yennefer, and I'm going, what is she doing? She can portal! What is the show doing? Like, did the show forget? Like, did the writers forget that Yennefer can portal? Did you as an audience forget that Yennefer could portal? And you're going, well, she doesn't know where the destination is. She's got to walk. So she's walking a road to the dragon's cave, but doesn't know where the destination is? Of course she knows where the destination is. Not only that, this show has already established that Yennefer can travel and portal anywhere, at any time, without any problem. Okay? In the episode with the assassin that wants to that ends up killing the mother and the baby, Yennefer just portals to the beach. She just portals to a desert. Like, she didn't know where they were. Like, did she know where that destination was? No. Not only that, in episode 2, right, at the end of the episode, when she ends up portaling to the Ascension room, right? Where the 3 girls become the eels. Yennefer didn't know that room existed, boys and girls. So how was Yennefer able to this show had Yennefer portal to a room she didn't even knew existed. Okay? Sorry, that's it. This show has established that portaling, she can do anything. She can portal, if she can portal to a place she doesn't even know exists, there's no goddamn way she couldn't portal to an area she knows exists and knows where the destination is. Oh, not to mention when they get to the shortcut that the dwarves bring them to the mountainside with the little wooden walkway, right? And Yennefer is walking. Why would Yennefer risk her life on that rickety ass walkway because in the shot you can actually see one end of the walkway to the other? Why wouldn't she have just portaled that little distance? Hell, screw. Why wouldn't she fly? Like, she doesn't know how to fly? I mean, how stupid did they have to make... Oh, wait, not only... Okay, hold on. Okay. She knew and learned or was taught how to capture and contain a djinn, but didn't learn or get taught how to fly or levitate or... This is the level of bullshit and stupid this show requires. Okay, anyway, so like the show required Yennefer to be so stupid as to not have come up with the idea of let's just portal to the other end or fly or... Now, I had to get that out of my way because it was like, this was so ridiculous. Now, okay, let's get to the episode proper. Let's start with Borscht. Okay. This is Borsch's plan. Borsch's plan is to go and get Geralt to join his team. Now, we end up finding out that Borscht is the gold dragon, and here's okay. We also find another very interesting bit of information. We end up finding out that Borscht knew that Geralt wouldn't kill the dragon. That either Geralt or all Witchers are trained to defend dragons. So, let me see if I get this straight, you dumbass writers. Borch's plan was, I am going to try and get a Witcher or Geralt who will not kill dragons to try and join my team to go kill a dragon. How is that supposed to work? Borch's plan, okay, was destined to fail because he knew ahead of time that Geralt wouldn't join his team to go kill a dragon. So why would Borch go up to Geralt and ask him to join his team to kill a dragon when he knew that Geralt wouldn't join the team because Geralt won't kill dragons? Except, wait a minute, the writers had to have known ahead of time that this was a stupid-ass plan, that it wouldn't have worked, okay? Because they already knew that Geralt wouldn't join. So they're now going, well, how are we going to get Geralt to join? Oh, that's easy. We'll just have Yennefer show up. Okay, so, well, yeah, he's going to show up because... I'm not going to get into that stupid-ass romance thing bullshit because I got enough stupid to deal with. I'm not dealing with that. So, but we'll go with that. So the idea was, because Yennefer's there, that's gonna give Geralt a reason to want to join. Okay, fine. But why would Geralt join Borch's team anyway? If he's there for Yennefer or to protect her or whatever, he could have just gone on his own. He could just be the fifth team with him and the Bard and on their own. Like, there's literally no reason for Geralt to have to have joined Borch's team, except the show wanted Geralt to join Borch's team, so Geralt is joining Borch's team. But let's go with that. Let's go with the fact that Geralt is now part of Borch's team. What was Geralt's plan once they got to the dragon? There was none. It's just... So then Geralt ends up joining Borch, right? And then Borch goes, the hunt begins at sunrise. What do you mean the hut? Why can't you go now? Like, why couldn't you have gone that way? Like, if the idea is that, because I'm thinking, is there a starting line? And then later on in the episode, you're like, Jesus H. Christ, there's actually a starting line. Like, what do you mean there's a starting line? What is going on? Why couldn't they leave? Like, why couldn't anybody in any of those teams leave the tavern that night, or that day, or earlier that morning, or the day before, or the week before when they first established the commission? Like, is there a penalty for leaving early? Like, what happens if a team joins the next day and they go to the king? Yeah, we want to join the hunt for the dragon. What's the king gonna go? No, sorry, the starting date was yesterday. You're too late. You don't get to go to just randomly kill. Because there's the scene where, because the next day you see the scene with the soldiers with the horn and you see all four teams start. There's a starting line. What the hell is going on? How does it? And why are they all going together? What? If the teams knew, forget the fact that Yennefer could portal and have gone ahead. Like, even if she didn't portal to the dragon's cave, she would have at least portaled and gotten ahead of everybody else. Like, what was the plan? That they were all going to go together, hit the dragon, and then fight the dragon together? Who was going to claim the spoils? I don't know how to... I don't know if I'm properly establishing how goddamn ridiculous the fact that there's 4 teams that have a goddamn starting... There's a starting line. We can't... Why couldn't the dwarves go, screw the starting line, we'll go today? So now we are at Ciri with the Doppler and Dara, and the Doppler's leading Ciri out of the forest. And I'm going, okay, that's cool. So I guess I'm thinking the idea is the Doppler's going to lead Ciri far enough away from the forest, right, and lead to an ambush with Kahir and some Nilfgaard soldiers. No, apparently, no. Like, where's Kahir? Like, what was the plan? What's the plan? They're going to walk? Where are they go? Where is the Doppler leading them? What? Why wouldn't you just have it that the Doppler leads Ciri out into the area, away from the forest, to an ambush with Kahir and some Nilfgaard? I mean, after all, what do they want to do? Oh yeah, they want to capture Ciri. Nah, that plan is too complicated. No, we're gonna have Ciri and the Doppler walk to God knows where. Okay, but we're just gonna have them walk long enough so that Ciri can eventually trip up the Doppler, so that she can find out that, oh, it's not really why wouldn't the Doppler just lead them to an ambush with? Then we're back with the 4 groups. I'm not. Anyway, so we get to the Hirika, I think that's how it's pronounced, and the Knight killing it, and the Knight killing the Hirika, and we get this line from God, this indignant line where he's all self-righteous, going, if we had fed it, it would have gone away, and it's like, hey, asshole, okay, the Knight walks right by you, and I'm talking to Geralt here. The Knight walks right by Geralt, draws his sword as he's approaching the creature. Hey, Geralt, if you didn't want the Knight killed, why didn't you stop the knight? If you didn't want the knight to kill the creature, why didn't you stop the knight? You're so indignant about how, oh, you didn't have to kill it. Well, you could have stopped the knight. You could have tripped him. You could have grabbed him from the back. No, you were, of all the people to bitch about the fact that the knight killed the creature, you were the last person to be indignant about it when you did dick all to stop the knight. I know it's not as stupid as the other thing, but it was just such a bullshit line that I had to call it out. Sorry. Because, and then later on, a dwarf goes, he may be a dumbbell, but the dragon won't stand a chance. Hey, morons. The knight's your competition. You're not on the same... Do the writers not understand what they just established? Well, of course not. They don't know what the hell they're doing. And then the knight gets killed, and the dwarf says, it wasn't one of us. Somebody's not playing fair. No shit, Sherlock. They're not playing... Like, this is a... They're not playing fair. I'm sorry, I'm a D&D player. Three of the groups should have been dead by now. If this was a D&D adventure or a session, three of the groups would have been dead by now. One of them dies, and it's like, oh, somebody's not playing fair. No shit. But of course, the reason, the knight dies, because again, they don't even really explain why the knight dies or whatever, but they needed Yennefer to join Geralt's team, so that's why the knight dies. And then the dwarves have this plan to take the shortcut, right? And leave the Reavers. And so that way they can get ahead of them like by a half day. It'll cut a half day's travel, which ends up not even cutting a half day's travel, because basically 20 minutes after, not even 20 minutes after Geralt and the dwarves get to the dragon's cave, the Reavers show up. What happened to the half day's shortcut? Oops. But anyway, the dwarves go to Borch and Geralt and say, why don't we join forces, leave the Reavers, we'll take a shortcut. I'm going, what an amazing, cunning plan, right? That's a great plan, except that could only be taken or can only be foiled by the Reavers just turning around going, where is everybody? This was the cunning plan of the dwarves, right? Here are the dwarves, here are the Reavers, okay? They're gonna go this way. God, I hope the Reavers don't turn around and So then we have the walkway, and why does the walkway exist, and I did all that. Now, by this time, then we have that mind-numbing conversation between Geralt and Yennefer, and it was like, oh my god, I just tuned out. By this point, I was like, I couldn't even concentrate. I stopped caring. So I'm going to kind of like shorten it up here. There's Yen suddenly becoming an expert swordsman. I could do a whole Mary Sue thing about that, but I'm not going to bother. Then Yennefer not wanting the dragon heart anymore, which this whole point was because she's obsessed with getting the dragon heart so she can have the baby. But then, and then the dragon's dead. The dragon's dead. What? There's no reason why Yennefer wouldn't have taken the dragon's heart. Okay? She would have fought for it. No, suddenly because it's dead and it's got an egg. Then the dwarves take the deal. Why? Because first of all, the dragon doesn't even have a treasure. Okay, it's not that big a deal, but it's like... And not only that, then we have Borch's threat to the king about if he's not satisfied with the dragon's teeth, he can expect the body of a dragon dropped upon his royal wedding. Okay, Or the king could just commission more people to go after the dragon. Why can't the king just go, we're just going to send more groups to the dragon, make sure it's dead? Oops! And not only that, okay. Let's go that the dwarves would have gone, well, how are you going to drop the dragon on the royal wedding? Because the dwarves don't know that Borch is a dragon. The king, so the dwarves go to the king and they go, here, either accept this, or some guy that was part of the team to want to go kill the dragon said, accept this as the death of the dragon, or the body of the dragon is going to be dropped onto your royal wedding. Well, then the king would have gone, how are they going to drop a dragon? Like, how would they be able to drop the dragon on the royal wedding? For Borch to do that, for Borch to make good on his threat, he would have to turn into a dragon, carry the body of the dead green dragon to drop it on the royal wedding. Brilliant plan, Borch! But then again, this is the same idiot who wanted to have the Witcher join his team to kill a dragon. And then Yen forgets about her purpose of wanting to kill a dragon. And I'm sure there's more, but I'm done. I basically covered the main aspects of this. This show was just brilliant in its level of there's no way the other episodes are gonna top this, because this was beautiful. This was beautiful. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I'm not doing 45 minutes anymore. I'm done. I'm out of here. See ya.